curious as to your reaction from this. This is NBA.com's GM survey for 2024-25. ESPN conference rankings. They go Celtics 1, Knicks 2, Sixers 3, Cavs 4. And remember, New York, made the big trade and got Karl Anthony Towns shipped out, DiVincenzo and Julius Randle. Then additionally, which player is most likely to have a breakout season in 24-25? Jalen Williams from Oklahoma City, top one at 13%. Mobley, Morant, and Victor Wembanyama at 10%. So we'll take those two, and there's still one more part to this, but let's take those two first. I look at the Celtics, and they're a really good team. Embiid is really good. You got Maxey. The Knicks are intriguing, but again, if you believe that a young player like Mobley hasn't come close to his ceiling, that would be like that's like adding a piece to the Cavs when you're doing these type of comparisons.
Yeah, that's almost like you're getting a new player. You're exactly right. And I think that's going to, look, the Cavs don't have the big splashy names outside of Donovan Mitchell. Evan Mobley, they're counting on being able to change all that. Kenny Atkinson changing that with Evan Mobley and making him into not just a pretty good offensive player, but a force. And that's theoretically enables you to take another really big step. And not just with Mobley, but again, getting the most out of the likes of Darius Garland and Jared Allen and Max Strus and even guys off the bench, the Karis LeVerts and Isaac Okoros, getting those guys to play almost all of them, I don't want to say career seasons, but, close to it. And just really, it's in the NBA, it's all about fit. It's not about paper. The Celtics obviously, finished last year in a flurry, lost 2 playoff games. And then you think about the Sixers adding Paul George and really a lot of other veterans that are underrated, like Caleb Martin and Eric Gordon and Andre Drummond. They're a very veteran-laden team. So, I mean, those to me are the top two. And then, the Knicks, at least on paper, with Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, these are all very competitive, contending teams. But I would go with the Cavs are in that mix, and there's others too. I mean, the Indiana Pacers went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So the East is no joke. And I think for the first time, and, I'm not even mentioning the Orlando Magic, Miami Heat, and I'm sure there's, Milwaukee Bucks. So, I mean, the East goes 8 deep, right? So, really these games in the game 1 to game 82 this year, they all matter. You can't say, we got the Memphis Grizzlies on a Tuesday night in February. It's snowing outside. I don't feel like playing. You got to play. Every one of these games means something because the Eastern Conference standings, these teams are going to be like a game apart. As far as Mobley goes, I not only is he a candidate for a breakout year, but he has to have one. So at least if the Cavs are going to go where they want to go. So no argument with that list.